But every time Mark has a valid argument, all I hear from his father is this.
What do you want me to say, Mark? You'll never make it home on your own. He's your brother, Mark. But your brother. And all these people will die without our help.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Omni-Man might be one of the biggest manipulators I've ever seen in my lifetime in any show. This whole episode 4, man, between Mark and his father, I don't know, to me it felt like Omni-Man was using Mark, his kindness, his good heart, to help him and the people in his planet. And this is the main reason why I call them manipulators, is this scene right here.
Look, I made a mistake since...
A mistake?!
What do you want me to say, Mark?
You could have started with, I'm sorry!
I realized, I was like, oh shit, when I was watching this episode, I was like, yo, this man was just asking for help. He said like, these people need you, all of that. The closest thing he could say is, oh, I miss you. But he never apologized. He didn't even say, actually, I just realized this too. He didn't even say that he misses his mother. I don't think he did in this episode. I don't think he said one word about his mother, which of course is his former wife that he spent like 20 years with. So like, I'm wondering, does Omni-Man, does he regret anything he did in Earth? Like, I'm just wondering what's going through his head. Like, we learned that he was lost when he came to this planet. Like, we know he has an attachment to his son and all that, but we don't know if that's how far it goes. Like, if he even really cares about Earth or his mother like that. Because to me it seems like Mark is really just the only attachment he has that is really what provides his attachment to Earth. Mark is the link. Obviously, if Mark wasn't born, he wouldn't really have much of attachment to Earth. Like, the mother isn't enough for that. So maybe that's why he never apologized for anything he did. But still, it's crazy because even after Mark said that, Omni-Man stood 10 toes and just still never apologized.
You'll never make it home on your own.
Watch me.
Mark, it's millions of miles and you don't know the way. Navigation was never your strong suit. His people do need your help. Let me tell you why.
I don't care.
I know that's not true.
Look at that, using his good heart to have for him to come back. Not once in that whole scene he fulfilled his wish of an apology, none of that. It's just straight logic. Just be like, oh my god, I just realized, like, I think I said this too in my last Invincible video. I think I said it in my recap video of season 1, or at least something similar. Omni-Man is very logical. His emotional intelligence is very low. He lacks that a lot. You can really tell from this scene, because not once did it cross his mind to be empathetic of how Mark is feeling when Mark is flying away. All he could think about is like, well, logically he can't go back to Earth without my help, so he kind of has to help this planet because, you know, I'm the only way he could get back to Earth. Like, that was the first thing he used as an argument to have him come back. Like, nothing he said led to him trying to understand how Mark is feeling, how his own son is feeling in the moment, and how his actions and his, I guess, mistakes to Mark, but I don't know if Omni-Man even sees his own actions as mistakes back in Earth. At least at this point, he doesn't see how much that impacted Mark. So right now he lacks so much empathy for him. That's why all he could do is speak through logic. Like, well, the probability of you getting back to Earth safely is very low, so you're gonna need me to get back anyway, so you're gonna have to help. And plus, like, I know logically, I know you are a good person and like to help people, so I know you'd be willing to help. Like, it's all from a logical mindset. Like, it's just straight logic, no emotions to it. So it's like Mark is helping out of spite instead of out of understanding or forgiveness, I should say, you know.
I was lost when I left Earth. I found these people. It was like I had a purpose again. It felt right to stay and help them.
Oh, so now you're a good guy, right? Here, not on Earth.
Holy shit. Do you not hear what Omni-Man is saying? Like, it's all about himself. Like, he was lost and now he found a new purpose. Not acknowledging what the hell Mark's going through, like I said earlier. Now watch this.
By now, Viltrum knows I've left my post. They'll track me, and they'll find this planet. And when they do, they'll see your brother as inferior and kill him. And I can't stop them alone. But we can stop them together.
And now you want me to risk my life to save some kid you had with another woman while still married to mom?
He's your brother, Mark.
You see how it went from saving these people to like, oh, your brother needs your help? This is why I call Omni-Man a manipulator. He probably don't even realize it, but he's trying to take advantage of Mark's kind heart to, I guess, achieve his new quote-unquote purpose, which of course is protecting these people instead of Earth. It's crazy, man. Am I bugging? Is this not manipulation? If it feels like it. Like, if I saw even a hint of Omni-Man seeing Mark's point of view, understanding how he feels, anything like that, if I sensed anything like that, I probably wouldn't have called it manipulation or anything like that. But since there's like no signs of empathy, this is the only reason why I'm saying all of this. But that's a crazy transition from these people need your help to like, oh yeah, it's your like bloodline brother that needs your help. Crazy. That's 101 techniques right there.
You don't get to put that on me. Not after everything you did.
But your brother and all these people will die without our help.
But your brother will die. You get it?
You're the reason they're in danger. You signed their death warrant, not me.
And now I'm asking you to help me save them.
And now I'm asking you to help me to save them. What? What Mark wanted to hear was, my fault, my bad, I made mistakes, and I'm willing to right my wrongs. That's what Mark really wants to hear. And I just realized too, actually, Omni-Man might actually be a narcissist. He might actually be one. I can't believe I just thought of that.
Nolan loves and misses you, even if he can't say it to you. He said it to me.
You hear that? So Omni-Man's able to say or state that he loves and misses Mark. He said that to his new woman, right? But I'm just gonna assume this because this is Omni-Man we're talking about. He probably did not say that about Mark's mother, his former wife, and he probably didn't say that about Earth, that he misses Earth. I believe it's only Mark he cares about, not the planet. Only the people as part of his bloodline. That's the only thing that matters to him. I believe if Omni-Man didn't have a child with these people right here, with the new species, I don't think he would care as much, honestly.
Stay away from my children, Lucan.
You see how he says stay away from my children? Like, bro, your new wife is also there too. You're not gonna mention her? This might be small little subtle things, but I think this plays into Omni-Man's character. It's only his children that he cares about.
Why do I care about them? They shouldn't matter to me.
That doesn't mean they should die.
You don't understand! I'm not supposed to feel this way!
Actually, I'm starting to wonder, because the fact that Omni-Man stated that, like, he's not supposed to feel this way and all that, I wonder if this is the reason why Viltrumites have the law of interbreeding with other species. I wonder if this is why they have this law, because it seems like their attachment style is based on their bloodline. Like, if they pass on their bloodline in a species, then they start caring about the species a bit more. It seems like that's the reason why they have those laws in the first place for interbreeding. Now, another thing I'm wondering about too is Omni-Man the first or only Viltrumite? Actually, nah, I wouldn't believe he's the first. But I wonder how many Viltrumites are actually interbreeding with other species. I feel like it's a very small number. It's definitely gonna be even smaller after what Omni-Man did. But I think I understand why they have these laws now. Because maybe Nolan doesn't understand, but I guess from past history, the more Viltrumites interbreed with other species, I guess the more loving and care they have for them, and that's probably just their attachment style. So that's my theory. Let me know what you think of that. I think that's why Omni-Man cares so much.
Mark, don't forget the good I did. My work, my deeds, my books.
Hold on, that statement right there. I'm thinking about it, and it's like, is those really the type of words you want to say as your final words to your son, that like you betrayed his trust, you know what I'm saying, left and all that? I don't know if that's like the best choice of word. And this is why I'm thinking he's a narcissist, because like, really, in this moment he could have finally stated like, I'm sorry for what I did, I'm sorry about your mother, you know, I miss her too, all of that. But no, like, he just wants his son to see the good in him and ignored all his flaws, even in the end, even when it might be the last time he's gonna see his son. In the very end, he still wants to tell him how good he is, about make his son see the good in him. Like, no bro, like, that's not what he wants to hear. That's actually a crazy scene. I just thought of that just now. Like,
you can kill a few humans to convince them to capitulate, or we will kill millions. if we arrive to find you or your planet still defiant against us.
Man, when I made my expectations video for season 2, I was not thinking this as a possibility. I like the way they had this cliffhanger, because right now Mark, he's barely strong enough to beat even one Viltrumite. Number 2, how is this man gonna like train and get stronger? Like he could only adapt during battles. That's all he could do from now on, because he lost his only source of training, which was his father, and right now he has really nobody to rely on. Like there's no way he could stop the Viltrumites from taking over Earth. They could do it at any point. They could do it right now. Or maybe they don't like fighting that much. Maybe they're not like Saiyans, so like they rather just like the people of Earth just obey, and without them like having to fight that much. But I'm interesting to see what Mark is gonna do for the rest of the season, because this is a crazy crazy decision he has to make. Obviously he's not gonna betray Earth and hand them over to the Viltrumites, but like right now I currently don't see a way out for him. Like I don't see the possibilities he could do to overcome this obstacle, like overcome them taking over Earth. Like his one Martian buddy is dead, right? Like they killed him. So, and I don't even talk about them little Earth Protector League. They can't do shit against the Viltrumites. So they barely struggle to beat earthly villains. Like, and they supposed to beat Viltrumites? Crazy. So yeah, what do you think, Mark? If you haven't read the comics, I should say, like, what is your, if you were Mark, what would be your thought process? Like, how are you gonna be able to like do any of the figure shit out? Like, especially when you could barely figure out your own life, trying to get through college and shit. Like, you barely figure that shit out. And you have the biggest responsibility in the world now. Like, what would you do if you were Mark in this situation? Or what do you think is his possibilities or his options, I should say? Because right now I don't see a way out. So you let me know. Anyways, let's have a discussion down below in the comments. You let me know your thoughts on Omni-Man, on Nolan. Is he a narcissist? Is he a manipulator? I think he is. I think I provided a good amount of evidence that he is. If he's not, what do you think of his character? Or how would you describe him as a person if you disagree with me? Anyways, I'm looking forward to seeing what's gonna happen later on in the season when it comes back. Actually, now that I think about it, his only option, his only saving grace is his brother, probably. That's his only saving grace right now. So let's see what happens with that. And yeah, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.